Driver steers past bright orange barricades and into a washed-out road or a lake, simply because a voice from their dashboard told them to keep going. Why do we ignore the physical evidence right in front of our eyes to follow the instructions on a glowing screen? We are witnessing a subtle psychological shift, one where we've begun to trade our own observations for the perceived certainty of a digital prompt. We are naturally skeptical of other people. If a stranger gave you those same directions, you'd hesitate. But when the same instruction comes from an algorithm, we follow it without a second thought. We've been conditioned to see human judgment as a collection of messy biases. In contrast, the computer screen feels orderly and objective. We assume that because the interface is clean, the logic behind it must be flawless. By treating every calculation as an absolute truth, we quietly surrender our independence to the code. The modern environment forces us to navigate thousands of data points and micro-decisions every hour. Every notification, route, and suggested reply requires a moment of evaluation. The human brain weighs about 3 pounds, yet it consumes 20% of the body's total daily energy. Every decision, no matter how small, has a measurable metabolic cost. As we burn through glucose to make sense of the world, we eventually hit a state of depletion. Our ability to manually verify every piece of information begins to fail. Following a digital prompt feels different. It requires almost zero effort. We perceive the machine as a neutral observer that can sort through variables without getting tired or losing focus. When our internal energy drops, our biology looks for the most efficient way to survive the day. We are evolutionarily programmed to find the shortcut. To conserve calories, we outsource thinking to external systems. Software removes friction, the small pauses usually required, providing a path of zero resistance. But there's a catch. We confuse the ease of receiving digital instructions with the accuracy of the information. An algorithm provides a binary instruction. It's either turn or don't turn. Human intuition, however, is built on context. It weighs the weather, the look of the road, and the logic of the barricades. The machine is blind to that context. It operates in a mathematical vacuum, unaware of the real-world obstacles that our intuition captures instantly. By hacking our biological need to save energy, frictionless design builds a false sense of security that eventually masks the most obvious errors. This behavior starts with a GPS, but it expands as we let algorithms choose our music, draft our emails, and schedule our lives. We become increasingly passive, waiting for a prompt before we act. Human intuition is like a muscle. It requires regular use to stay sharp. When we constantly take the easiest path, our ability to read our environment and make independent judgments begins to weaken. If we lose the habit of questioning the screen, we stop being active participants in our own lives. We aren't just letting the car drive, we're letting the code define our reality. Maintaining our independence requires us to reject the easiest route and deliberately engage with the physical world ourselves. The solution is to intentionally reintroduce positive friction, small manual hurdles that break the spell of the interface. Start with the 3-second pause. Before you accept a digital recommendation, count to 3. This brief override forces your brain to wake up and evaluate the choice manually. Practice checking the mess. Look past the screen and cross-reference the app's logic with your physical surroundings. Trust what your eyes see over what the pixels suggest. Set aside time for low-stakes independence. Try navigating to a new place or making a simple decision without any digital assistance. It's how you rebuild your intuitive stamina. Machines are useful tools meant to assist us, but they cannot replace human judgment. True autonomy in the digital age means ensuring that your own human mind always has the final word.